it opened our eyes completely, and we were just like, we have to work hard. Like, we're not going to let that happen again. And we knew that that wasn't us.
Things just didn't happen right that game. It's just everything was off.
We just tanked it. It was horrible.
I mean, there was all sorts of things that we could have said as an excuse as to why we played bad. You know, the flights and the hotel. You know, we had like 3 in the morning layover, all this stuff. But that really, that never even popped into our head that that was an excuse as to why we lost. We just didn't show up to the gym to play.
They are a great team, and it's not like we underestimated them or anything. They just played great, and we definitely had to play great for defense.
Over on the right side, into the middle for Slinger. McNamara will go to Kessler. She's been money all set, and she gets another one. Back far corner, Sadie Kessler. And hear him here. Knudsen pops it up to Workman. Speck for Wachowiak. Blocked by Steinhagen. Speck keeps it alive. Werner for Workman. Back for Knudsen. McNamara scrambling to Steinhagen off the top of the net and over and out. And it's, well, no, they did pass it back. Wachowiak. That one goes wide. They advance to the regional final. It will be Concordia and Minnesota Duluth, a rematch of last year's regional final. Concordia won that one on Duluth's home court.
Whenever we play Duluth, it's always going to be a good game.
On the serve, trying to knock the set back up. Spun to Slinger, backpedaling, gets it to McNamara. Steinhagen stepping across, through and down. Maria Steinhagen, the senior, ends the first set. Jacobson serving this one. And spins it back to Knudsen. McNamara for Kessler near side. Blocked wide as Hannah Johnson couldn't get it cleanly. So Sadie Kessler getting the kill. That's her third of the match. Knudsen, McNamara for Kessler near side. Blocked wide as Hannah Johnson couldn't get it cleanly. For April Hansen. Blocked by Steinhagen. Maria Steinhagen kills, and now a rejection. Concordia will try it again. Brenda Hansen spins one to Slinger. McNamara for Steinhagen. And that's fitting. Steinhagen, the senior, ends it. No confusion this time. Concordia is a back-to-back Central Region champion. Spins it back from Malblov over to Roster. Stepping up, Niles blocked. Emily Palkert and Whitney Murado in on it. Brianne Niles doesn't get blocked often.
In our first match, we just wanted to come out and show what we could do right away. Kind of set the tone for the tournament and set the tone of how we were going to play in the tournament.
I think it was kind of a good warm-up game to get the nerves out, settle down, relax in front of the crowd, and then be ready to play for the rest of the tournament.
McNamara pass to Duffy, far side, and she finishes it. Ellie Duffy getting the final kill, and it is Concordia in straight sets here tonight.
We knew what we were going to do in the tournament and what we wanted to do, and to get through them first, not easily, but pretty handily, just kind of set us up for the next step for Grand Valley. And Grand Valley is a good team.
I really like the road that we kind of took. We had New Haven and then Grand Valley. Grand Valley really challenged us.
And Grand Valley was huge compared to our team. They were all over 6 feet tall, just giants.
When we go up against big teams, we know that we have to definitely pick it up on the defensive side, and I think that's what's carried this program and our team. I guess this year has always been our defense. We always know that we'll control the ball, we'll just let the other team make the mistakes as long as we can keep taking our balls.
Serves off to the far side, gets it over to Slinger. McNamara for Palkert, stepping across, powering it home.
Yeah, we knew that Grand Valley had some great hitters. We knew that we just had to, me as a blocker, knew that I had to set up a good block so our defense could take control, because that's what they're so good at doing. That it just feels really good as a front row player to know that if the ball gets past me, the defense will pick it up.
Cross court for Reber, faked it to Alexander, it goes off the face of Slinger but stays with McNamara. Duffy taps it through, Bougry backs up, Ashmore in the middle for Reber, blocked by McNamara, and it stays in. Maggie McNamara.
I think for a lot of the season, our hitting became our strong point, but it was good to know that we could fall back on the defense and that they were going to be there to pick us up.
So they could hit and really basically do what they want, go over our block even sometimes. So our defense really had to step up. They had to do everything they could to keep the ball off the ground.
To Crichton, through, but Knudsen there. McNamara to Palkert, blocked. Palkert keeps it alive. That's Rappin at the block. Palkert tries again and gets it home.
This year we became more of an offensive team than the first year, and so that was something that I think up until that point we weren't quite 100% sure that we could rely on our defense. I mean, we had confidence, but we never needed to rely on our defense until that game. And then knowing that we could, you know, and our defense could win our game for us was just the confidence booster that we needed to bring us into the championship.
That goes back to Knutson. McNamara plays it to Murado. Block. Slinger keeps it alive. Knutson will try Murado again. That gets tipped back to Young. Now miscommunication sent over by Tremaine. McNamara slides for it. Kessler. Murado the third time. And it's dug out by Crichton. In the middle, Alexander blocked by Polkert for the match. Emily Polkert ends it with the block. And we will have 1 versus 2 in the national championship tomorrow night.
I just had this feeling with our team that like when we went on the court, like that we just weren't gonna lose.
The trust and the unity of our team is just so strong that every game that we walk into, there's usually no doubt.
I never really doubted anything about this team, ever.
Everyone was like, oh, they just got lucky, they didn't deserve it, but coming back with the same team, we're like, we wanted to prove to everyone, like, yeah, we did deserve it, we did deserve to be there, and we're gonna show it to you.
I mean, we all just want to win, and so we're going to do whatever we can.
You dream of it as a little kid, like the whole, you just walk and get to play in front of a whole gym crowded around you, especially like in front of your friends and family and hometown, so it was just awesome.
Kind of like the whole day before coming to the gym, like we had nothing to do like all day, and so like I was pretty nervous like all day, like thinking about it. And then like when we got to the gym and like started warming up, like I kind of calmed down and was ready to play.
Playing here in front of our fans this time on our own turf and everything, so yeah, it was great.
It couldn't have been more sweet. I mean, everyone's like, well, you should have like gone the season undefeated, or you know, but we're all just like, it made it that much better. The one team that knocked us off, we got a senior championship.
San Bernardino and themselves were in the back of our minds the entire year.
I think it made a good story by the end of the season, like getting to play them again in the finals.
I went in when the score was 13-11, and so I did look up at the score, and you know, you kind of always don't really want to think about the score when you're playing, you just want to keep playing every point, but I just remember kind of this weird thought in my head, like, they're just not going to get 2 more points.
Haas lobs it to Slinger. It's McNamara for Steinhagen, dug out. Haas will play it back to Granados, sent over to Slinger. Streaking in McNamara, tough pass to Steinhagen, got it home! And Maria Steinhagen delivers again. Concordia not done yet.
I wasn't staring at the scoreboard, and after we got, I think we tied it back up, there was a timeout, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it's 13.
I remember being like, wow, the score is pretty close here, guys. If we want to win this, we're going to have to go like now.
Knutson back for Haas. Hoffman to Rice, blocked by Steinhagen. Bernardino can't save it. Maria Steinhagen playing with reckless abandon, the senior a kill and a solo block. And we're back to a tie. Whoever wins this point gets match point. Knutson to Tolan. Hoffman back for Granados. Blocked by Murado! The seniors delivering for Concordia. And this, if they win this point, they will repeat as national champions. Match point, Golden Bears. Timeout, Bernardino.
Like, it is a big deal, I don't know, for the last point, so you just dream of it as a little kid.
Knutson, if she's nervous, not showing it outwardly. We'll see what she does on the serve. Gets it over, Granados there. Hoffman, back to Granados. Gets it through, but Slinger there. McNamara for Kessler, and Granados digs it. Rice, now to Hall. Sent through to Slinger. McNamara will try Kessler again. And Concordia has repeated as national champions on their home courts. Sadie Kessler has led them in kills throughout the match. She finishes it. Pile up at center court. The fans jumping all over the place. The Concordia Golden Bears are the first team since 1994 to repeat as national champions.
I kind of expected the crowd to just come tackle us, and I know that security was trying to keep that away, so that was kind of sad. But I mean, just to be with our team and just, again, in the hog pile, like crazy, you don't know where limbs are, you're just throwing, screaming, and everything. And just kind of, at the same time, to kind of look around and be like, Yeah, we're in St. Paul. This is the Gangelhoff Center. Like, we're at home right now, and they're going home. Like, that kind of thing. Just to kind of look around and take a little bit of it in, at least try to stay grounded. But it was unreal.
And Maria Steinhagen, she led the way, the senior with kills and blocks, and she ends her career with a national title, as will Whitney Murado.
I don't know, chills. I started crying. I mean, it's my senior year. What better way could you go out, I guess? And it was just such a hard-fought battle that it just felt so good to finally just put the last, dagger in on it. Just being able to share it with like your best friend, I think, is probably one of the most important things. And because it was held here, my whole family was there, so they got to see me in my last game. That was really important to me. Just an overwhelming feeling. I guess can't really describe it.
The Golden Bears have repeated as national champions. Concordia has won it. They raised the trophy, and congratulations to the Concordia Golden Bears. They have repeated as national champions here in St. Paul.